So this is UX. This is Google's design course summary. Course 1, Week 3, Foundation of User Experience Design, Joining Design Sprint. Learning objectives: describe the phase of a design sprint, explain the importance of design sprint, plan a design sprint, and describe the importance of retrospective after design sprints. So understand design sprints. A design sprint is a time-bound process with five phases, typically spread over 5 full 8-hour days. The goal of design sprint is to solve a critical design challenge through designing, prototyping, and testing ideas with users themselves. Design sprints benefits: save time, create a path to bring product to market, prioritize the user, test the product before launch. Now, 5 phases of design sprints. They are understand, ideate, decide, prototype, and test, as we have seen earlier. The understand phase sets the sprint on the right track and help your team get a clear picture of the design challenge. Ideate: you start this phase by coming up with ideas and building off them to create solutions. Once you have got the team thinking, each participant takes time to sketch and present their ideas. Decide: together your team discusses each possible solution and eventually decides on the one solution that is most likely to excite user and increase sales. Prototype: your team creates a working prototype of whatever you are designing. Test: now it's time to put your prototype in front of users. As users test your prototype, you observe how they react and then interview them about their experience. Your team gains critical insights about changes that needs to be made before the launch of the new feature. Now, benefits of design sprints. It's all about users. Value every person in the room. The best idea rise up to the top. Time to focus. Lower the risk. Versatile scheduling. Now, plan the design sprint. Steps to follow during design sprints: user research, call in experts, find the right space, gather supplies, establish sprint rules, planning introductions, post sprint plans. So user research. User research is always the first step in any design sprint planning process. Your research should focus on the problems you're trying to solve during the sprint. You don't have to detail out specific problem right away, but getting a rough idea of what your sprint will focus on will help you decide which research method make most sense. Call in experts. If you're planning the sprints, it's up to you to schedule short talks with colleagues and or industry experts. You will listen to these info packed talks during the understand phase of the sprint. Find the right space. It's important to ensure that the space allow all employees equal opportunity to perform their job. Gather supplies, whiteboard to capture your ideas or hang sticky notes, acoustic so participants can hear each other easily, accommodations for anyone who needs them, and comfortable furnitures that you can move around easily. Here you are going to be spending a lot of time in this room, so get cozy. Some essential includes markers, sticky notes, and a lot of snack and waters. Establish sprint rules. Figure out the ground rules in advance. Sets the tone of the for the sprint. Get everyone on the same page and helps your team stay focused. Planning introductions. Choosing icebreakers that are relevant to your sprint can motivate your team and put them in the right mindset. Post sprint plan. That means thinking about what will happen after the sprint wrap ups. like how your team might use what you have learned to achieve other goals. To do this, you need documentations. Make sure you enlist a few people to help document the design sprint by taking pictures, collecting sticky notes, and jotting down ideas. So the design sprint brief, a document that you will share with all of your attendees to help them prepare for the sprint. Now reflect on the design sprint. Design sprint retrospectives. The retrospective is a collaborative critique of the team design sprint. The two key questions we aim to answer in this meeting are what went well and what can be improved. A question you might ask during the what went well part of the retrospectives include: which tools saved you the most time and efforts? When did you feel the most satisfaction? What helped you make your best contribution to your team during the sprint? What can be improved? Questions you might ask during this part of the retrospective include: what went wrong that you off guard? Which problem came up the most often? When do you think we experience the biggest challenge as a team? Then examine the sprint's outcome or final product and ask questions like, did the team overestimated and understand or underestimated the work required to complete the design? Did an external factor derail your productivity? And most importantly, does the final design actually solve the user problems? Identify ways that the team could have ended up with a better solution. So this was week 3. For the next weeks and next courses, do subscribe. Thank you.